Okay, so in the previous class we discussed about Hindustani style of music. Now we will discuss Carnatic style of music. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, Hindustani style of music is very popular in North India, and Carnatic style of music is very popular in South India. Okay, it is having certain features. This style of music, Pallavi. And what is that Pallavi? The first or the second lines of the composition. Okay, the first or second line of the composition, it is referred as a Pallavi. Okay, in Carnatic music, and this first or second line, it is often repeated after each stanza. 5 to 6 stanza will be there. No? After that they will repeat this Pallavi. Okay, then Anupallavi, immediately after the Pallavi. Immediately the line in the composition, immediately after the Pallavi. Okay, so that is called a Anupallavi. Anupallavi, they won't repeat after each stanza. Anupallavi first, okay, they sung at the beginning, okay, and sometime they will sung at the end of the song, but it won't repeat, or necessary, it is not necessary to repeat after every stanza or the charanam. Okay, so understood? Pallavi means starting first or second line. Anupallavi means after Pallavi. Pallavi, it has to be repeated after every stanza, but Anupallavi, it's sung at the beginning and at the last, but it won't be repeated after every stanza or charanam. Then what is that charanam? Charanam is the final and longest verses. Stanza, it is the longest verse which conclude the song. Understood? So Pallavi, Anupallavi and Charanam. Pallavi is starting for first or second line, repeated every stanza. Anupallavi, after Pallavi, okay, sung at the beginning of the song and the end of the song, not repeated. Then Charanam, it is a final and the longest verses which conclude the song. Okay, then what are the features of the Carnatic music? Carnatic music is indigenous. Okay, it is an Indian origin. It doesn't have any influence. Like Hindustani, we have in Hindustani style of music, it is inspired from Persia, Afghans or Arabs. But in Carnatic music, it is a purely indigenous style of music. It is an Indian origin and it does not have any influence. Okay, then here in this Carnatic style of music, there is a less scope for the improvisation. Okay, very less scope for improvisation. There are certain rules and regulations for singing and creating a music. The artist has to follow those rules and regulations, that's all. Okay, so less improvisation. Only a particular style of singing is there, prescribed particular style of singing that has to follow. And more importance given to the vocal music. Vocal. More importance were given to the vocal rather than what you call instrument. In Hindustani music, equal importance given to the vocal as well as the musical instrument. But in Carnatic music, more importance were given to the vocals. Okay, what it is having 72 mela kartas, ragas and janya ragas. And it is mainly based upon the tal. Tal are that rhythmic thing. That it is basically based upon the tal. And what are the principal instrument? Veena, mridangam and mandolin. So these are the three principal instrument of Carnatic music. Remember, Carnatic music does not have any substyle. Why? Because improvement is not allowed. Improvement is not allowed. In Hindustani music, improvement is allowed. That is the reason we are having substyle of music, like we have a khayal, we have a ghazal, we have a tarana, we have a tappa, right? We have a thumri. Okay, that we have in Hindustani music. Because why? Because improvisation is allowed. But in Carnatic music, no improvisation is allowed. So that is the reason why it does not have any substyle. Okay. Then what are the difference between Carnatic music and Hindustani style of music? Okay. So Hindustani style of music generally it is based upon the 6 rags or 6 ragas, major rag. Okay. And Carnatic style of music it is having the 72 ragas. Okay. Mainly it is having 72 ragas. Major musical instrument in Carnatic music is veena, mridangam and mandolin. And major musical instrument in Hindustani music, Hindustani style of music is tabla, sarangi, sitar and santoor. Carnatic music is purely indigenous. It does not have any influence. But Hindustani music it is having a influence. It is having a influence from Afghan, Persia as well as Arab. Okay. Carnatic music it does not have any sub-style. Only a prescribed style of singing has been introduced and the artist has to follow that. Okay. But in Hindustani style of music, improvisation is permitted. So because of that, sub-style of Hindustani music exists like khayal, ghazal. Okay. So that is there. And in Carnatic music, there is a less scope for improvisation, and Hindustani music there is a scope for variation as well as a improvisation in the style of singing. In Carnatic music, actually last point it is there, right? In Carnatic music, more importance were given to the vocal music. In Hindustani style of music, equal importance given to the vocal as well as the musical instrument. So these are the differences between Carnatic style of music as well as the Hindustani style of music. So this is about classical music of India.